The purpose of the trip was to essentially just like get back out there and remind, I don't know, like the world that we still existed outside of just shooting videos. We wanted to go in front of some of our audience. We wanted to go check out some shows, meet some people, shake hands, kiss babies, shake babies. I'm not entirely sure which way the saying goes anymore. So I'm Alex Martinez, and I spent the trip mostly just connecting with some of the ambassadors and influencers for Fitment Industries, and that was pretty much it.
I'm Dakota. I'm the creative marketing lead for Fitment Industries.
So my name is Mario, and my role on the trip was kind of to coordinate pretty much where we're going, what we're doing every day, and just coordinate the trip essentially is what I did.
My name is Brent Gass. I was a vlogger / photographer during our trip in LA.
My name is Steve. I am one of the, not senior, but I'm one of the longtime videographers for Fitment Industries, and my role on this trip was to capture as much high-end cinematic content as I possibly could of the entirety of the trip and make a documentary with it.
We're gonna board the plane in like 2 minutes.
If you do not have the appropriate face mask, please let me know and I'll be happy to provide you with one.
It's the N-O-T-O-R-I-A-U-S. Just lay down slow. Recognize the real dawn when you see one. Sipping on booze in the house of blues. I'm going back to Cali. 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 If I got to choose the coast, I got to choose the east. I live out there, so don't go there. But that don't mean a nigga can't rest in the west. See some nice breasts in the west. Smoke some nice sets in the west. Y'all niggas is a mess, thinking I'm gonna stop. Give it LA props. All I got is beef with.
Yeah, so I think the trip really went extremely well. It was Dakota, it was Brent, it was Steve, and me, and we had spent a couple of days together essentially running wild as fast as we could for as long as we could. We landed in Los Angeles, which is a city that is very unique than what we're used to. We definitely weren't used to the just volume of people there, and immediately went over to Donut to say hi and hang out and just talk and shoot the shit. And yeah, I think one of the two of my most favorite moments, I'd say my first favorite moment would have been when we were actually meeting up with Donut for the very first time, and I had realized just how tall the pine tree of James Pumphrey, like he is just a tall dude, and you don't realize how large he actually is until he's standing there, because he's like 2.5 humans. And then walking out, he offered us something to drink, and when he came back out with like lukewarm LaCroix, and he has these giant ass like gorilla hands, which made the LaCroix cans look like sample size cans from Sam's Club. And I just couldn't get over just how large he actually was and how tall he was. And I just kept giggling because he made Dakota look like a free-to-play size version of who Dakota usually is. So that was actually really funny. And obviously getting able to spend some time with those guys and almost running into a wall with one of their scooters, that was pretty fun.
Immediately went to Donut Media, met James and Nolan and all those guys. Got to see the set where they record everything, kind of their work environment, got to see some of their cars, a little bit behind the scenes stuff to see how they actually operate. And they brought out a crazy cart. It's a little go-kart thing that you drift in, has like a handbrake and stuff. And that was insanely hard to drive. Like I got it up for like 2 seconds, I was like, get me off of this before I like hit a car. Of course all the Donut dudes were like super good at it, like drifting through the cones and stuff. Alex did really good on it. I don't know how, he just jumped on it, he was like a natural. Dakota was pretty good too, he did a little like 360 right away. But I got on it and I was like, no, this is not for me. Like I was about to hit something, so I was like, no.
You had reverse entry? Oh God! Oh, it made it look so easy.
we headed on over and saw Chris at KANSEI, which was really cool to meet up with him. We love partnering with KANSEI. We just launched the KANSEI giveaway, so getting to go there, film some content, and then see how they operate was really cool. Moving on to the next day, nothing slowed down, so we were meeting up with Dustin Williams. Literally driving all over, and driving in California is an absolute nightmare, but like I said, we made it a good time.
Mostly because I drove like a demon and Dakota drove like a sensible human that understood that there were other people in the cars that he was driving next to.
Being able to like sit down with Dustin and like he gave me a ride in his cars, like his GTR and his WX, and like just talk to him one-on-one, that was pretty sweet. Just like I said, like he's a genuine dude. Dude works his butt off. Just like you can see it that he's just like always just hustling, and like honestly it's kind of an inspiration. So like to be able to see him in person was really cool. But hung out with Dustin, recorded some videos with him, got to see his cars, got to do a couple ride-alongs. Steve's shot some really cool rollers, which I'm guessing he'll put right here because it was really sick.
And then after Dustin, immediately heading to Top Rank and getting to see all the crazy cars over there, and then seeing Brian's flawless 10 out of 10 perfect Mark IV Supra. He won't say it's a perfect 10 out of 10, but I absolutely love the car, period, correct. They showed us around there. They were awesome. Everyone we met up with was awesome, by the way. All these people so genuine, so humble.
The Fast and the Furious came out, I was 13 years old when that movie came out, and it never dawned on me ever at that point in time that I'd ever get the opportunity to just for a day or just for 20 minutes go and hang out and chill at the house that they filmed the filmed parts of the original movie at. But going there was like one of like the highlighting moments for me, because it was like so much of my life can be, I guess, attributed to that movie pushing me in the direction that I went in, because I definitely would have been involved in cars, I think, no matter what, thanks to that movie.
One of my favorite moments was when we went to the Fast and the Furious house, just because it's iconic, right? It's something that you see in movies, and I've seen it in multiple movies, obviously multiple of the Fast and Furious movies, and just to be able to stand in front of it and, you know, pop a Corona open it just didn't feel real. It just was super wild. I never thought I'd be doing it. I never thought I would have gone with the people that I went with. It's just super crazy. I just never thought it'd happen. So that was, I would say, one of the best moments.
So it was really cool, super like nostalgic kind of to see that in person. And it was right by Bob's Food Market, which I didn't know that was like filmed so close together. It was pretty sweet to see like where the whole fight went down and stuff like that.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
It's just me and you. Just hanging out, watching a video together, maybe making some food, trying to learn about it's all worth it, right? Maybe deciding if this is the right decision for you to make on whether you want to be invested in the automotive culture or maybe you should just spend your time doing something a little bit more affordable like gardening, lawn care. Maybe getting invested in some sort of stitching, perhaps. It's a pretty affordable price, but I just want you guys to know that you should keep watching the video. You're doing great, and we really appreciate the investment that you've put by watching this, probably in clothing that you wouldn't wear outside, or maybe you're naked. In either case, it's weird. You keep on keeping on.
Getting to meet so many of our like subscribers and followers out there, that was nuts. So our main demographic is out west and kind of the southern states, not so much Wisconsin, believe it or not. So the majority of our following was out there, and getting to go to shows and having people come up to me and sign their cars or wanting us to review their car, just even like slapping wheels on an A90 Supra was literally one of the biggest highlights of my trip. Getting to meet so many new people that just love Fitment Industries was the coolest thing. It literally gives me goosebumps just thinking about it.
Alex and Dakota, we put the mics on them, recorded them, and they were walking around different cars there and like reviewing them in front of everybody, and like the audience was loving it. They're like hyping them up, so that meant that made like Alex and Dakota get like hyped up more, and so they were really producing some like awesome content. Like they were super into the videos, super in the moment. And also during that meet, there was countless people coming up to Dakota and Alex and like can I get a picture? And it was really cool to like see that in person.
Adrenaline, I guess you could call it. Just the overall, just like, wow, like, look at that. I've got fans right there. I'm, doing my thing and they're enjoying it. So that's going to make, in turn, them do better with what they were doing. I just thought that was really, really cool to just be able to witness that. And all the while I got to exist in my own little world shooting my movie that you're watching now.
Missing Fuel Fest was a bummer for sure, but in the same token, the team was still there to represent. I don't have to be there to enjoy every moment. Us being able to do the charity donations and being able to donate to Reach Out Worldwide with our t-shirt giveaways that we do almost every other month, it's a big deal for us. I mean, that's kind of our way of saying thanks for helping us grow. And so in that same token, I may have not have been able to be there, but to see Dakota and Mario and Steve and Brent, their faces were smiling when they met Cody Walker. Their faces were just giggling when they met Han, and they got to see the cars in the movies, and they got to present, that check and present that donation. And you know, that is an achievement in their lives that I'm just glad that we were able to have the opportunity to do for them. And hopefully we get to keep doing that as we keep getting the support from this pretty awesome and incredible community.
Get your fucking hands up. Get on out of your seats. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. Get your fucking hands up. Get on out of your seats. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. Are you feeling nervous? Are you having fun? It's almost over, it's just begun. Don't overthink this, look in my eye. Don't be scared, don't be shy. Come on in, the water's fine. We're going to go where everybody knows everybody knows everybody. We're going to go where everybody knows everybody knows. Get your fucking hand up. Get on out of your seat. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. Hey, go on, get your fucking hands up. Get on out of your seat. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. Yeah. Heads down. Pray for me. Heads down now. Pray for me. Get your fucking hand up. Get on out of your seat. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. Are you feeling nervous? Are you having fun? It's almost over, it's just begun. Don't overthink this, look in my eye. Don't be scared, don't be shy. Come on in, the water's fine. You say the ocean's rising like I give a shit. You say the whole world's ending, honey, it already did. You're not gonna slow it, heaven knows you tried. Got it good, now get inside. We're going to go where everybody knows everybody knows everybody. We're going to go where everybody knows everybody knows. Come on, get your fucking hands up. Get on out of your seat. All eyes on me, all eyes on me. Hey, come on, get your fucking hands up. Get on out of your seat. All eyes on me, all eyes on me. Yeah. Heads down, pray for me. Heads down now, pray for me. I said, get your fucking hands up. Get up, get up. I'm talking to you. Get the fuck up.
Dude, I almost had you.
Get your fucking hands up. Get on out of your seat. All eyes on me.